Hello everyone. Today most expected topics for prelims 2020, 5 topics I am going to discuss. Those 5 topics are Cartosat 3, ban on e-cigarettes, typhoid conjugate vaccine, UNESCO Creative Cities Network, Global Migration Report 2020. These are the 5 topics which I am going to discuss. Parallelly we are having on the same channel most important expected questions for your geography and your environment. Do subscribe our channel, and I am starting with the first topic. First topic is about Cartosat 3. What is this Cartosat? ISRO successfully launched Cartosat 3 and 13 commercial nano satellites from Shark. So Cartosat 3 was been launched. You have to know everything about the Cartosat. A third generation agile advanced satellites having high resolution imaging capability, whereby we will be taking the photographs. The mission life of the Cartosat 3 is 5 years. It will be followed by additional satellites of same design, namely Cartosat 3A, 3B next year. So earlier it was Cartosat 1, then it is Cartosat A, earlier it was Cartosat 1, next is Cartosat 2 from T to F, now it is Cartosat 3, now again we will be having the sequence of Cartosat 3A and 3B. Sun synchronous polar orbit at altitude of 509 kilometers. Sun synchronous polar orbit are polar orbits which are synchronous with the sun, that is in this orbits, Earth's surface is always illuminated by the sun at the same angle when viewed from the satellite. So it will be showing the same direction. We will be getting the accurate images from this particular Cartosat, so that it will be helpful in weather forecasting, it will be helpful in mining activities, it will be helpful in disasters forecasting. Launch vehicle PSLV C-47. PSLV C-47 launched this Cartosat? Yes. It was navigated for the first time using the indigenous Vikram processor. By indigenous Vikram processor. What is this Vikram processor? It is to be used for rockets, navigation, guidance and control, and also for general processing applications. For the first time Vikram processor was been used. Cartosat series, I told you Cartosat 1 launched in 2005 was the first Indian remote sensing satellite capable of providing in-orbit stereo imaging. Then we have Cartosat 2 in 2007, and there is a series from 2A to 2F. From 2A to 2F, there is a series of Cartosat satellites. It was followed by 6 more spacecraft designed at Cartosat 2A to 2F. Applications, it mainly useful in increased users demand. Wherever there is a demand, now the users demand has been increased. For that satisfaction, we are going to use this Cartosat 3. Planning, rural resource, infrastructure development, coastal and use of land cover. Disaster management support programs, military reconnaissance, these are the major significance of this particular Cartosat series. Yes, next topic is ban on electronic cigarettes. There was a bill placed in the parliament, it got enacted. There is a complete ban on electronic cigarettes. Parliament has passed the Prohibition of Electronic Cigarettes Production, Manufacture, Import, Export, Transport, Sale, Distribution, Storage and Advertising Bill 2019. It got enacted now. Earlier it was ordinance, then it was a bill, now it got enacted. Total ban on electronic cigarettes. What are e-cigarettes? Battery powered devices that heat a solution of nicotine and different flavors to create aerosols, which is then inhaled into our body. Battery powered cigarettes these are. These devices belong to a category of vapor based nicotine products called ENDS, electronic nicotine delivery systems. ENDS, electronic nicotine delivery systems, that is very important for your prelims. Appearance, e-cigarettes and other ENDS products may look like their traditional counterparts, but they also come in other shapes and size and can resemble daily use products like pens and USB drives also. It will be similar like this, but still it works like a cigarette. Several companies selling ENDS in India have positioned these products as a safer, less harmful alternative to traditional cigarettes or devices that would help quit the traditional cigarettes. But the real information is the e-cigarettes are more harmful when compared to the conventional cigarettes. So there is a prohibition. The act makes production, manufacture, import, export, transport, sale complete ban. Storage is also banned. No person should store the e-cigarettes. Powers of authorized officer. Authorized officer have the power to search, He can search any place, can seize any record or property connected to e-cigarettes. Take the person connected with the offence into custody. So there will be authorized person, circle inspector will be the authorized person for taking inside whoever is possessing this e-cigarettes. Next topic is Global Migration Report 2020. Global Migration Report 2020 was published by International Organization for Migration. So this International Organization for Migration will be releasing this report. International Organization for Migration is an intergovernmental organization that provides services and advice concerning migration to governments and migrants, including internally displaced persons, refugees and migrant workers. So internally displaced persons, refugees, migrant workers, how the steps need to be taken will be advised by this International Organization for Migration. It was established in 1951 and in 2016 became a related organization of United Organization. Now it's an organ of UN. It is an organ of UN as well. International Organization for Migration has 173 members and 8 observers. India is also a member country. India is also a member country of International Organization of Migrations. Mainly it will be studying about the internally displaced people, refugees, migrant workers. Those data will be collected by this particular organization, International Organization for Migration. Every year it will be releasing the report, and this report is called as Global Migration Report 2020. Headquarters is Geneva. IMO works in 4 broad areas of migration and management. Those are migration and development, facilitating migration, regulating migration and forced migration. These are the 4 fields where this International Organization for Migration will be working. And they gave the report also. They will give annual report on this migration, which is called as Global Migration Report. Findings of the report. In 2019, international migrants are estimated at 27 million. 270 million means 27 crores. 270 million, where more than half of all international migrants live in Europe and North America. Top destination became the United States, and nearly 51 millions are the migrants for United States of America. Reason for migration. An estimate 52% are male, and nearly 2/3 of all migrants, around 164 millions, are looking for work, mainly for the sake of work. Origin countries. India continued to be the largest country of origin of international migrants from India. India is the largest country which is pumping the migrants into the rest of the world, followed by Mexico and China. Remittances. So we will be getting the remittances. The Indian citizens who are working in foreign countries, if they are sending the money, it is called as remittances. International remittances increased to $689 billion in 2018. The top 3 remittances recipients were India, China and Mexico. United States remained the top remittance sending country, followed by the UAE and Saudi Arabia. So top remittance sending country is USA, and remittance receiving country is India, according to the global report. And the next topic is typhoid conjugate vaccine. Simple. So Pakistan had made this Pakistan had implemented this typhoid conjugate vaccination in their immunization program. This particular vaccination is designed by India's pharmaceutical company, Bharat Biotech. They designed this vaccine against the typhoid. So what is vaccination? When a virus or a bacteria which come from the foreign, a foreign antigen enters into our body, the antibodies will reflect against it. That antibodies which are reflecting against it will kill that foreign antigens. So the body which is killing is called as antibody. Sometimes that foreign antigens will be very powerful. They will kill our organs. So why? Because those are very new foreign antigens. Our antibodies are not ready to kill those foreign antigens. So the vaccination means I will take a dormant or inactivated or dead virus or bacteria into my body, which is called as vaccine. So my antibodies will be activated. Hence this dead virus or bacteria will not kill me, but because it's already dead, but my antibodies will generate the antibodies against it. My immune system will generate antibodies against it and it will kill this dead. It will attack this dead antigens here. So what happening? So because of this, when a weak When a weak or a strong antigen is coming into our body, the attack from the immune system is not parallel. The attack from the immune system is not parallel. So this typhoid conjugate vaccine has been designed in such a way that if a weak virus or a weak bacteria or a strong virus or a strong bacteria, any microorganisms which enter into our body, irrelevant with respect to its effectiveness, the vaccination will be fighting against it. That is the major function of this typhoid conjugate vaccine. That is a major thing which is there here. So the Tiber TCV, typhoid conjugate vaccine, is being administered in Pakistan with funding supported from Global Alliance for Vaccine Initiative. Pakistan introduced TCV called Tiber TCV, typhoid conjugate vaccine, in its national immunization program against extensively drug-resistant typhoid outbreak. A global health partnership of public and private sector organization dedicated to immunization for all. Backing organizations for GAV. Several global organizations including the Bill and Melinda Foundation, World Health Organization, the World Bank and the UNICEF, which arranges bulk buys to lower vaccine costs for poor countries, are getting supported for this GAVI. The conjugate vaccine is nothing but it is ready for the foreign antigens which are weak as well as which are strong. That is called as typhoid conjugate vaccine. Fifth, UNESCO Creative Cities Network. On the occasion of World Cities Day 2019, UNESCO has announced that Bombay and Hyderabad, new Bombay and Hyderabad, have been included among the 66 cities selected in its network of creative cities. Bombay designated as creative city of films, Hyderabad the creative city of gastronomy. Earlier UNESCO sites are Chennai and Varanasi, cities of music, Jaipur the city of crafts and folk arts. What is UNESCO's Creative Cities? It is an initiative created in 2004 to promote cooperation among cities that have identified creativity as a strategic factor for sustainable urban development. Creativity as a factor for sustainable urban development. In order to promote it, this UNESCO's Creative Cities Network will helpful. Currently, 180 cities from the network, placing creativity and cultural industries at the heart of their development plans at the local level and cooperating actively at the international level. For the sustainable urban development, this Creative Cities Network of UNESCO will be helpful. By joining the network, cities commit to sharing their best practices and developing partnerships involving the public and private sectors as well as civil society to strengthen creation, promotion, distribution and dissemination of cultural activities, goods and services. Network covers 7 creative fields. What are the prelims point of view? What are the 7 fields covered under UNESCO's creative cities is crafts and folk arts, media arts, films, design, astronomy, literature or music. Literature and music. So these are the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Music, literature and music. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Literature, music, gastronomy, design, film, media arts and crafts and folk arts. Thank you all. Please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you.